Hello and welcome to the KB Michelle Green podcast. KB stands for Kingdom Builders. Kingdom Builders Credit Repair, Kingdom Builders Business University, and Kingdom Builders Community Development Center. Welcome and thank you for joining us today. I believe that there are many people who are doing podcasts and are doing things in this world to show the world who they are or to show them about their businesses, who really behind the scenes are hurting. And the reason why this podcast exists is because I was hurting as an entrepreneur, as a person who has 4 businesses, as a person who has been on this earth for quite some time, almost halfway through my 120 years. As a person who has lived for a pretty long time and had very many experiences, noticing that even from the time that I was a young child, that I would go through things every 3 months in seasons, and realizing that my experiences may have been a lot greater than everyone else's. And I say greater because I'm realizing that I've been through a whole lot of changes, a lot of challenges in my life, a lot of struggles, a lot of things that people have no idea that I've actually been through. And I want to say to that, it's not that I want to complain or, drag my life through this story of, I went through all of this and I deserve to be appreciated or compensated for all of the things that I've been through. It's just that I would like to share. And I want to share because I do believe that sharing one story can really help someone out there to change, to decide that, okay, well, my life isn't that bad, or, just to shift in their thoughts, their perspective. And that is everything sometimes for an individual. But I think that so many of us have this person that we portray the world to be, in the world to be, but we aren't really that behind closed doors. We are someone totally different, and we are afraid for the world to see who that person actually is. Since I lost my mom in September of 2023, I have really been thinking about this whole idea. Why is it that I haven't actually stepped out in faith to do the things that I have always proclaimed that I was going to do? Why is it that I am hesitating? Why am I feeling afraid, as though my voice doesn't matter, as though my actions and the things that I know how to do, the gifts, the skills, the talents, the things that I have been able to do for many, many years that I may have just learned by default, but I'm good at? Why haven't I actually started doing those things? Why haven't I chosen to, just put myself out there completely? And y'all know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about, because when it comes to the individual, we all have something that we fear. We all have something that we are not really allowing our full potential to be seen or known in. We all have this second guess, this doubt, this pondering in our minds of what will people think and what will they do and say, and is this the right thing type of mindset. And I've been really thinking about this since my mother passed, because when she passed away, it brought to me a reality that I had not had before. A reality of, am I just dreaming? Am I just someone that's out here just thinking about what it is that I'm going to do? But at this point in my life, am I really going to achieve it? And if I am going to achieve it, then how am I going to achieve it? You know, it made me start to think about really doing some things that I have been totally afraid to do. That's right. Regardless of where a person grows to in life, especially in the realm of what they consider to be successful, there's always this little itsy bitsy ounce of fear, regardless of the belief, regardless of what we say, regardless of what we show. One of my mentors actually said some years ago that he's going to do it in spite of being afraid. And he used the term, still gonna do it. But since my mom has passed away, it's just been like, okay, why am I waiting? What am I waiting on? Who am I waiting on? Why am I hesitating? Why am I pausing? What is it that I think that has to be so right in order for me to really put myself out there and show the world my full potential? And so I'm here to say that fear can really paralyze you. Fear can really take you to a place that you may not recover from. But it's always something that God will allow in your life to break that fear. There will be opportunities. There will be pockets of times where you will have that strength to be able to go forward. So don't be discouraged by the things that you know that you're supposed to be doing right now, but something is holding you back, and that is the fear. It's not the people. It's not the family members. It's not the friends. It's not the relationships, significant other that you broke up with. It's not any of that. It's not the parents. It's not the children. It's not any other issue. It's just that we have our bottom line as fear. We have fear as our bottom line. And because of fear, we don't move. So I'm just saying to you today, number one, understand that we all have fear. Regardless of the zeros that are behind our name, it has nothing to do with it. People on the highest tier of income and the lowest tier of income are afraid. I think that people are more afraid who make more money, honestly, because they are more responsible. They have more things to lose if they mess up. And who determines how or when or what we mess up in? I mean, really, truthfully, if we're truly being who we actually are, then there isn't anybody to determine that except the one that created us. So I encourage you today to get out there and do your thing. Stop worrying about who's going to say what, how it's going to look, if it's going to be impactful. Because if you are being your real self, your true self, and you are presenting that to the world for people to get better, for people to have the portion of you that you were actually created to be, then guess what? They're going to be impacted no matter what. So you go do your thing. Get out there. Stop complaining. Stop being afraid. And even if you are afraid, like my mentor said, still gonna do it. Go do your thing. It's time, and it's waiting for no one. Just like I said, when my mom passed away, the reality of the present moment and how short life is really hit me in the face. It hit me so hard, and I was so angry. My emotions were all over the place because I thought that my mom needed more time to really show her full potential. But that doesn't always happen for us. So if that doesn't happen for all of us, and I'm telling you, like, people are leaving this earth by the thousands, by the millions, they are leaving this earth, and time is not giving them another opportunity. So I encourage you today, even if it's something very small, even if it's something that you really don't have much of in order to create it, to get started, just do it anyhow. I remember being the business owner who, when I started the credit repair business, I just had a notebook, a pen, and a computer. And it wasn't like a up-to-date computer. I think we started in 2006 to actually really formulate a organization. And prior to that, I didn't even have that. So take whatever you have and use that to get started, to go ahead and put yourself out there, to do the thing that it is, to put yourself out there and do the thing that it is that you have actually been called to do. Time waits for no one. And we know that we don't know how much time we actually have. Thank you for listening. Until next time.